Hello everyone, back to tuning in to today's second video, do JMA Friday for today's second video. So as I was on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with the Japanese and the CFSB2 models. I shall get on it back for you in a moment. Just to say that first video release today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and there's a 10 to 14 there with all of the regular features coming later on today as well. Please like, share, subscribe on all of today's videos and content, and thank you so much everybody for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much. Right, let's start off with the 500 millibar high doubling from the JMA for week 1 from the Arctic and North Pole view down. So this is being North Pole just here, and then we've got wider Arctic circle around there, and then of course mid latitudes are through here. So blue as extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure, yellow, orange and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. These are broken down to week periods. The first week period will take us from today the 13th through to the 20th of October. So this next week we'll see above average heights sitting over and to the north of the country, and a trough of low pressures away to the northeast around the high pressure. Will be bringing in the wind from an east or northeasterly direction. So that's looking a lot cooler, but also a lot of dry weather with that area of high pressure on offer. Week 2 is going to be the 20th, 27th of October, and strengthening the area of high pressure to our northeast, and bringing the wind from an easterly direction as well. So again, we see an anticyclonic signal there, a lot of high pressure domination, a lot of fine dry conditions, but with winds in from the east, that could be really quite cool. Actually, potentially quite cold air might be moving in from the east, depending on the origins of the air, and the origins look as though they could be coming from quite a long way east, although there might be a southeasterly component as well, this area of low pressure down to the southwest of the country. Certainly pretty blocked though, and that's what we see as we go through to weeks 3 and 4 as well. This takes us from the 27th of October to the 10th of November. The above average heights of high pressure pulling up towards Iceland and Greenland. Again, the low pressure going through to the south, and winds going in to a northeasterly direction. So becoming colder with low pressure to the south, high pressure blocking away to the north there. That could be really quite a cold start to November with those winds coming in from that east or northeasterly direction. So let's have a look at the tropical and mid-latitude view. We can't see the Arctic, North Pole, Scandinavia, all those areas are off the chart up here. But a reminder of a week 1 500 millibar height anomaly with the UK and Ireland top right-hand corner chart as you're looking at it. So the week 1 anomaly has the area of above average heights of high pressure just away to our west and northwest, and around that again we bring that wind in from more of a northeasterly direction. Now look at this, below average temperatures in the weekend. We've not seen that for a very, very long time. Most parts of the continent, most parts of Europe also coming out with below average temperatures, and also drier than normal as well. We see below average rainfall, so cooler and drier than average, or colder and drier than average in the week ahead. Week 2 is going to be the 20th, 27th of October. The high pressure goes north, low pressure down to south, winds again coming in from that easterly direction. But must be a little bit more of a southeasterly component to the wind direction for this week, because we actually start lifting temperature anomalies up a little bit. We've got the yellow and pale colours appearing there, pale creamy colours. So that's slightly average, slightly above average temperatures returning. The coldest of the air getting pushed over towards the eastern side of Europe. So there must be more of a southeasterly component to the wind, I would have thought, in week 2. And also looking on the dry side as well through most parts of the UK, Ireland, and into the continent too. Most areas coming out drier than normal. And then weeks 3 and 4 will be the 27th of October to the 10th of November, with the high pressure going northwards, low pressures away to the south, and that could bring the wind in from an east or a northeasterly direction. Temperature anomalies are average to slightly above. Notice on the continent again, we see blue colours there, so cold average conditions once more. Precipitation-wise, it's a drier than average for the north, a little bit wetter than average though down in the south. Definite changes here on what we've had through the autumn so far. And whilst after week 1 the temperature anomaly does return close to average or a little bit above, I've got a feeling we might actually get some pretty cold weather through that early part of November if we do get that high pressure sitting to the north of Scotland back to Greenland. Let's see how the CFSB2 compares. So again, these are 500 millibar high tolerance and red road down to week periods. The first week period takes from the 13th to the 19th of October. This next week has a trough of low pressure over to the east of the country, a ridge pulled out to the west, and again winds coming in from a northwesterly direction. So pretty cool with high pressure to the west and low pressure away to the east or the northeast. Week 2 will be the 20th, 26th of October. High pressure is in over Scandinavia, low pressure is away to our south and southwest, and again we bring the wind in from like a southeasterly direction. So with wind going southeast, that probably lifts the temperature up a little bit. Will be a lot of dry weather, especially so to the north and to the east. Now look at week 3. This is going to be the 27th of October to 2nd of November. The high pressure going towards Greenland. Low pressure is running in potentially underneath it. Could that start to bring in colder and more unsettled weather? That low pressure running in underneath the blocking area of high pressure. And then finally, week 4 will be the 3rd to the 9th of November as high pressure ridges northwards through the west of Europe. That brings a lot of dry weather, but probably quite cold under that area of high pressure. Could be quite chilly. Although, again, around the top of the high, we could be getting wind in from like more of an Atlantic direction, particularly for northern and western regions. Temperature anomalies in week 1, 13th, 19th of October. They're coming out below average, not just for UK and Ireland, but for the far north of Europe as well. Week 2 temperature anomaly is the 20th, 26th of October. That's going to be above average. So definitely, again, southeasterly compared to wind direction. Very cold over on the east side of Europe, by the way. So around the Balkans to the Black Sea and, you know, north and east of that, looking really cold there. Very, very cold. So winter biting there potentially in week 2. Week 3 will be the 27th of October, 2nd of November. Just a little bit above average with the temperature anomaly then. And then week 4, the 3rd to the 9th of November. That comes out above average too. So a little bit dubious about week 3. Temperature anomaly, I reckon it could be cooler than that. Probably week 4 might go milder. But again, it's about high pressure in November. It's doubtful. I'm doubtful that it'll be overly warm. Week 1 precipitation anomaly, 13th to the 19th of October. Dry average in the north, a little bit wetter than average down the south. Week 2. Precipitation anomaly from the 20th, 26th of October. Drier than north, particularly so in the north. Week 3 is the 27th of October, 2nd of November. Average to slightly drier than average then. And then week 4, rounding it all off, it's 3rd to the 9th of November. And by then we'll lose him a single, but I would suspect still probably on the dry side with that area of high pressure ridging in. Away from the northwest of Scotland anyway, where it could be a little bit wetter. Right, okay, so quite an interesting JMA Friday this week. Definite changes on what we've had through the autumn so far. It looks as though we're going to be colder than average next week with high pressure setting up to the northeast. Then the 2 miles want to lift the temperature up a little bit as we go to the end of October and the beginning of November. But I am quite curious about that, particularly, you know, with position of that high pressure sitting to our north, winds coming in from east-northeast direction. I reckon that could keep the cold weather going into early November. Then beyond that, maybe get milder as high pressure begins to slip back southwards and introduce something milder from off the Atlantic. Looks pretty dry outlook as well, I have to say. So there's no sign of any particularly wet weather. And starting cold and getting milder maybe into November. Right, we'll do it all over again next week. Maybe just a snapshot of what 2 miles a shame could look completely different when we look at them again next week. Any forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with health warnings and large pinches of salt attached. So yes, you know, just take it for a bit of fun. And you'll find out tomorrow what the ECM WF extended bond is forecasting for the next 6 weeks as well, by the way. So that could be an interesting watch tomorrow morning. We're going to be back a little bit later on. Your 10 to 14 day, including all of red features. So come back for that later. For JMA Friday for this week, though, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.